out for making excuses. It's time out for selling for mediocrity. It's time out for saying somebody else caused you to fall. Somebody else called you to fail. Somebody else stopped you from getting ahead. It's time out for that. You need to go back to your house today and take examination of yourself. Take an inventory. Look in the mirror at yourself and tell yourself, I'm better than that. I can rise above this. I don't care what it is that the enemy put in my way. I can rise above it. Somebody say every time we rise to a level, they raise the standards. That's all right. Every time they raise the standards, you got to jump just a little bit higher. You got to try just a little bit more. You got to go just a little bit harder. You can't sit around and whimp and cry like a baby about the problems. You got to step into the arena and say, God has designed me. God has made me. And God made me the way He wants me to be. And there is no weapon. Jesus says, if you have faith, look at your neighbor and say, if you have faith. Look at one more time and say, and doubt not.
And doubt not.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let me take my time and work with that. Because Jesus has cursed the fig tree.
Come on.
So the disciples, they were so amazed that Jesus cursed that tree. And so Jesus had to let them know that you can do the same thing if you have faith.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it strange the way we always look at how somebody else could do something and we can't do it? You know the difference between the doers and the one that don't do? The ones that do have faith that they can do.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, God.
The ones that don't have faith that they can do. See, some of y'all didn't catch that. He's saying, doubt not, you should not only do this which is done to the fig tree. Jesus said, if you don't doubt, you're going to do more than just what happened to the fig tree. He said, but also, if you should say unto this mountain, now let me take my time and work with that. See, I don't know what kind of mountain standing in your way. I don't care what, I'm not even concerned about that mountain. Because the Bible says that you can say to your mountain. Poverty may be your mountain.
Come on.
And you still trying to climb that mountain of poverty. When the Lord said you ought to speak to it.
That's it.
Y'all ain't saying nothing. Yeah. Your bills may be your mountain. And you trying everything you can and don't look like you're going to make things work out. But the Bible says speak to the mountain. There may be a sickness in your body, maybe your mountain. But you have to learn how to speak to your mountain. Catch this. He said, be thou removed. Instead of sitting around telling me, oh, I'm going through. Don't nobody know the trouble I see. Every time I turn around, ain't never heartaches and pain. I got to cry sometimes. Oh. Hallelujah. Oh, God. The Bible says speak. One of the most powerful weapons you have is your mouth.
That's right.
Instead of you using your mouth to put down on folks, you ought to use your mouth to pick yourself up. Instead of you use your mouth to stick your mouth in your nose and other folks' business, use that mouth to be a blessing to somebody. The Bible says you can speak to the mountain and say, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea. And it shall, y'all not catching this. It shall be done. Catch this. Y'all thought I was going to jump over the pews this morning. He said in all things. Catch this. Some of y'all still not getting this. Because you're too busy looking at the mountain. Instead of speaking to the mountain. catching this? Y'all need to catch this and say, all, somebody shout all things. All things. Catch this. He said, whatsoever you shall ask in prayer. Now here's the key. Because some of y'all too trifling to pray. Then they got some of y'all that praying, but you don't believe in what you're praying for. He said you shall ask in prayer, believing. Y'all need to catch this. He said you shall receive. I would feel like a failure as a parent.
My God.
If my children don't do no better than what I did.
That's right.
And my children should feel like a failure as a parent if their children don't supersede what they did.
Amen. Right.
My children can tell you right now, I never complimented any of them for bringing a C home to our house. I see just saying that you mediocre. I see just saying that you sell it. I see telling me you're not really putting forth no effort. And some of us get our children report, I don't know how I got myself into this. I didn't even come here to preach this morning. But some of us get so excited when our children come home with 3 B's and 4 C's. All they're doing is saying that your child is below average. Man, let me get back to my message. We can't be satisfied with the status quo. Yeah, because somebody else did it. Yeah. A lot of millionaires, they didn't finish high school. And don't you think you're going to be like that?
That's right. Come on. That's right.
I had to correct a young man one time before, telling me, I'm going to play in the NBA. I said, boy, you ain't good enough to play against me.
My God.
Come on, somebody. We need to start talking to these children, make these children realize I'm talking about reality. Reality is you got a 1 in 6,000 chance of playing in the NBA. All they want to do is run around and shoot a ball, hit a ball, catch a ball, dance. You ain't Michael. Michael gone.
Yes, he is. That is.
Come on, somebody.
Yes, come on.
Why we want to be a cheap imitation of somebody else when you can be original what God called you to be? I know I'm talking right. Selling for the status quo. You know what the word mediocrity means? It means ordinariness as a consequence of being average and now not outstanding averageness. It means mundaneness. The quality of being commonplace, ordinary. Yeah, you thought when you, I ain't going there. Mediocrity means a person of second-rate ability or value. Are y'all listening to me? Do you want to be a person of second-rate ability or value? They got a lot of y'all here right now need to go back to college. That's what I see. Somebody say I ain't never started. That's the problem. You need to start. How I got myself into this? I got to be able to talk to y'all about something else. You know the problem is people are too complacent. The first thing we got to do to get where we are headed to is break this spirit of complacency. Now complacency means a feeling of satisfaction. Catch this. Are you satisfied being broke? Are you satisfied on food stamps and welfare? Are you satisfied with just a high school